Hey, what's up guys? Austin here, back with another episode of Study the Greats. And whether you're a fan of Dave Matthews Band or not, there's simply no denying that Carter Beauford is a legend in the drum world and has had a huge influence on a lot of guys out there, myself included. So today we're going to be breaking down one of the coolest things we've ever seen Carter play, and that is the crazy-ass triplet groove he pulls out at the end of number 41 from his DVD. So let's go transcribe it out, and we'll see what he's doing. Alright, cool. So this is Carter from his DVD, and if you haven't seen this full video yet of him playing this song, definitely go watch that after this because it's really amazing. But let's go ahead and watch the section we're going to break down today and see what he's doing. Pretty amazing, right? Okay, so over here in Logic, this is the transcription I have, and I have it synced up pretty nicely to the video, so I'll go ahead and play it here for you real quick so you can see how that works. Pretty cool, huh? All right, let's just go straight to the kit and see if we can break this thing down. All right, so this groove is basically just one bar repeated over and over. So if we can just isolate one bar and figure that out, then we'll be good to go. So before we get started, I just want to briefly talk about Carter's technique because he plays open-handed and left-hand lead, which presents quite a challenge to us crossover right-hand guys. So if you wanted to invert all the sticking patterns to make it right-hand lead, you could, but since I'm in Carter mode, I'm just going to stick to left-hand lead because I'm up for the challenge, right? So let's get to the backbone of the groove, which is basically just eighth notes with the left hand on the hi-hat with a snare on 2 and 4 and the kick on the 1. So that's pretty simple. I'll show you an example of that. Okay, so that's pretty easy. Now the next step is to add in the right hand on the hi-hat, filling in all the 16th note triplets in between the 8th notes with the left hand, okay? Alright, now we get to the hard part, which is adding in the hi-hat openings. It's amazing to me how cleanly he can execute this because when you start to play this at full speed, you have to open and close the hi-hat so precisely within such a short amount of time that there's really no room for error. So it's extremely challenging from an execution standpoint. But I'll let you look at the transcription to see where the open hi-hats are, and I'll try to demonstrate it for you pretty slowly here. All right, cool. So that's basically the groove. If you can execute that, then you can pretty much play that entire section. So I'll bring it up to speed now so we can see how that sounds. Okay, so just a couple ending tips for you to help you execute this a little bit better. One thing I found was that it becomes easier to play if you go heel up and really put some pressure down into the pedals and really focus on lifting your leg up and dropping it down on the beats they're supposed to be played on. Usually I play out of the head on the kick and when I open the hat, it's usually just by lifting my toes up. So I figured out that doing it the opposite way kind of helps you to execute this a little bit better. So try that out. Also be aware of where all the unison notes are going to be in the pattern. So every time you open the hat and slam your left foot down, it's going to come down with the left hand on the hat as well. So really focus on lining those up. And also sometimes the kick is going to be played with that as well. So all three of these pieces are going to be playing at the same time every once in a while. So once you become aware of where all the unison notes are, really focus on getting all those to hit at the same time, and that will make the pattern a lot more precise for you. So try that out, see how it works for you, and good luck. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this episode. I think this was actually one of my most technically challenging videos I've made so far because this pattern is super tough to execute, but it is good practice, and it's a pretty cool idea to have in your back pocket if you ever find yourself in a musical situation where it might apply. So I'll leave you guys with that. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.